Just say Mike.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the PPC Questions and Answers Show, the side piece of the Paid Search Podcast. My name is Jason Rothman. As always, I'm joined by the mediocre Chris Schaefer.
That's true. I'm tired and exhausted, and I barely try nowadays. So thank you, Jason. Read me the question, and let's get to today's special guest who has a question for us.
Yes, sir. So today's question comes from Big Mike, and Mike is from Capetown, South Africa. Pretty cool. Hi, guys. I'm running a campaign, and I changed keywords from broad match to phrase match. My cost per click went up from $1 to $4. Why is this? And basically the question is, does match type affect cost per click? Are there any general rules you can come up with, Chris?
Okay, so I like this question. This is an exciting question because it really gets down to the core of what Jason and I talk about all the time. On the outside, it would look like phrase match is more expensive, like exact match is more expensive than broad match. But the truth is, what's actually happening is volume. So it's a supply and demand relationship here. Okay. If you, and I'm just going to, let's say you put the keyword out for running shoes. Okay. Because there's plenty of volume on stuff like that. And there's lots of sales, and it should be easy to get plenty of traffic volume. So running shoes broad match. And let's say you had $1 in there for the bid, and you're getting clicks and you're spending your money, and that's great. Then you do running shoe phrase match, and suddenly you're having to spend $4 to get clicks. Your average CPC goes up to $4. The fact is, broad match is not cheaper than phrase. Broad match has a smaller supply of traffic. Excuse me, a higher supply of traffic than phrase does. Phrase is a much more narrow target. And because of that, when you have more narrow targeting, supply goes down, so demand goes up. Let's say that, of course, there should be other competitors probably going after running shoes. So you're going to have to pay more because you're being much more precise with your targeting. So it's not that phrase match costs more. Mm-hmm. It's that phrase match targets more precisely. That's the difference. And that's why when it comes to getting the best quality of traffic, broad match is usually not where it's at. You need to control costs with broad match because broad match will allow just about anything to come in. It's very broad. It's very loosely based on the term that you're targeting. Mm-hmm. Phrase match, 2 words on a phrase match term, and you immediately know what someone's talking about. If I just say the word shoes, you don't really know what I'm talking about. Shoes. Okay, shoes in a general term. But if I say running shoes, immediately you have an image in your head about what that looks like. The same way works in AdWords. So Jason, you want to give me your wrong answer to my right answer?
No, I think that's right, Chris. It's not so much that phrase means more money than broad and exact means more than phrase. It's just what are you actually showing up on? So with a word like moving companies phrase match, you're going to have to pay $12, $15, $18. You can say your bid is 20, you're going to end up paying 15 to 18. You can have broad match moving companies. You can bid $20, but you might only show up on the search moving companies once or twice out of 100 clicks. And then most of the time, if you don't have any negative keywords, you could be showing up on U-Haul rental, truck rental, moving blankets, how to start a moving company, competitor's name. And because those are so many more searches that other people aren't competing on, your cost per click is going to be lower. So generally, I'll also see a lower cost per click on broad, Chris, but that's really not what Mike should be focusing on. It's kind of like, what search terms are you actually showing up on? Also, how many leads are you getting for those different match types? But I would say to Mike, my advice to him would be, don't just do phrase versus broad. Try out different keyword match types on the same keywords. and see what cost per click you get and cost per leads you get. But yeah, generally, I would say be willing to bid more on exact and phrase match than broad, and be willing to bid more on broad modified than broad. And yes, broad modified is also something good to use.
Yeah. Okay. So thanks for watching. This is the Paid Search Pod. No, well, see, Jason, you let me do it and I messed it up. This is the PPC questions and answers show, the side piece of the Paid Search Podcast. My name's Chris. The other guy's Jason. We'll catch you guys next time.